This is the number one chill spot on the internet. Yo, that tea was hitting though. Hope you got your cup. The dad cup is OG. But yo, I was reading Rick Rubin's book and I flipped to page 139 and I felt like he was talking directly to me. I felt like I was being called out. I felt like he was piercing. I felt like he was piercing my soul, y'all, but it was so good. And we're gonna go through some of these and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of my own knowledge and essence on top into the mix in hindsight, because I've been doing what I do a very long time and I understand what your biggest barrier and obstacle is. I do. You know, we're reflections of one another and your biggest obstacle is yourself. So we're going to get out of our own way. We are in this together. You are at the number one chill spot on the internet. If this is your first time here, enjoy. We're about to go on a beautiful journey, just me and you. I'm liking this vibe right now. It's kind of a vibe, you know? We've been making a lot more sounds these days, you know, just makes things fun. We're switching things up, you know, we're not the same person that we were yesterday. Now, the first thought and habit that is not conducive to the work is not believing in yourself. When we get an idea, the only thing that matters is our curiosity and our excitement. Even if you lack the technical skills, you may feel uncertain, but like the reminder deck says, my own beautiful deck of cards, lots of wisdom, knowledge in these, but uncertainty is a gift. Uncertainty has the spirit of a child. It's full of questions, which means it's full of opportunity. Learn to embrace it. I truly believe curiosity and excitement can navigate you towards your destination. The main problem is when we start the process, we start to doubt our abilities. You know, the fear seeps in, the doubt seeps in, and this turns into a thick cloud. You know, it muddies up our waters. But I truly do think it is. Oh my God, this smells so good. Hold on. I hope you got some incense, and you gotta nurture your environment. Your environment's always gonna nurture you. But I truly do think it's an opportunity to cultivate our self-confidence, that inner validation, to not require it from the world.
I'm not waiting for y'all to tell me, give me the green light on my own confidence. How you gonna green light my confidence? I'm gonna talk my shit till I'm die.
The world doesn't get to measure if you are great. They get to just witness and finally recognize it, right? You become great before anybody even knows it. Like an Olympian swimmer, by the time they win that gold medal, that's just when the world got to see how great they were. But they developed that greatness on their journey. They were great before that moment. They had the skills, they trained, they built themselves up, they had the confidence, and then they showed the world what they were made out of. And the world was like, oh, you're great. But that Olympian would already have to know within themselves that they're the best, you understand? They are the best, that they're a gold medalist already in their spirit, mind, and body.
You can either go through life and go through this whole journey kind of being like, oh, well, like, I'm not that good. Or you can simply choose to be like, I'm fucking amazing. And a part of it is like, you need to hype yourself up. In order to even get to this point where we're sitting here or whatever, there had to be a certain level of mental, like, I have to psych myself up and turn myself into a self-belief monster.
Be your own cheerleader 100%. You got to. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and talk. Like Kendrick says, sometimes you got to pop out and shout.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show them, right? And just be like, yo, nobody do it like me. My experiences, my viewpoint is different. You have to understand that, like, nobody has your exact experience. Nobody looks exactly like you. Like, you are a 101, 100%. You may think what you do, a lot of people do it, and that's true. But if you truly tap into yourself, recognize your uniqueness, and go deep into the details, my friend, that uniqueness is going to exude through whatever you make. Your creations. But if you speed, if you fall victim, you're going to copy others, you're going to feel the same, you're going to lose your confidence, and you're not going to believe in yourself. We have to be our own cheerleader. Use those affirmations, you understand? 2 things you can do. Get in your journal. Your journal is your best friend. You know, we big on journaling over here. Journaling has changed my life. At a time where I was down and out, had no money, I was struggling, I would write down every single day, all my needs are coming to me at speed. And guess what? All my needs came to me, I would say at speed, not the speed I wanted, but they came to me, but they came way more than I imagined, right? Write down, listen, I am the best. Nobody can do it like me. They ain't like us, you understand? They ain't like us. You really have to look in the mirror every single day and raise that confidence, right? Don't wait for it to come. Affirm it to yourself. Rewire the mind. If you tell yourself you're not worth it, if you look at yourself and you say you're ugly, if you compare yourself day in and day out, you have developed a habit of hating on yourself. So now you have to develop a habit of loving yourself. Next point, let's get to it. Having too many ideas and not executing on them. Guilty. If it's you, hit the like button, leave a comment. You know, we in this together. Like I said, I ain't got all the answers. I just give you the reminders. We in this together. We're figuring it out together. That's what I love about this space that we've built, the #1 chill spot on the internet. It's the most beautiful community. I'm glad that you're here. But being a creative or an entrepreneur is a gift and a curse in many ways. You know, like we have so many ideas and our mind changes every single day. Like my mind changes 50,000 times a day. But there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Like I think we should embrace it. Let the mind roam. Let it play like a child. Let it think. But we also have to develop that ability to channel, to put those blindfolders on and say yes to an idea and go all in. Even if it fails, it's better to move in a direction, fail fast, fail forward, so you can get to that right idea. Versus procrastinating 50,000 ideas and never producing anything and then losing confidence because you have no evidence, right? A lot of times our confidence will also come from, yes, talking to ourselves in a positive way, but producing some type of evidence, some type of outcome, right? For me in the past, when I wasn't completing things, I would lose the confidence. And then when I would start something, that thought would come into my mind, oh, you're not going to finish it, right? Because we had evidence of not finishing it. Now, some ideas, they're just not going to work. Like we can explore them for a long time and they're not going to work. And that's why your ability to pivot comes in and to have grace for yourself. You understand? We big on grace over here, baby.
Oh,
Are you adaptable in that sense?
I am the king of pivot.
Okay, word.
I'm the king of adapting. Like, no, like, I don't think you understand. Like, someone comes up, hey, bad news, this didn't happen. You know what I do? I say, all right, what's our options?
Okay,
figure the options out and you figure it out from there. Because you could sit and dwell and cry about it, or you could just be like, okay, we'll do this. Perfect. It's okay. One thing I try not to do is stress.
Do you think it happens for a reason though? Like it's aligned. When it does come out, it's like, oh wow, perfect timing.
Oh yeah, dude, hindsight is the f***ing homie, bro.
Thanks, Tyler.
Always tell people sometimes the solution of the problem is better than the original idea.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me so many times.
Yo, bomb drop. Sometimes the solution to the problem is better than the original idea. So when we meet those roadblocks, you know, those hurdles, and then when we start to have that emotional attachment to the process, and now we're devaluing ourselves because all our value is in if it's always perfect or we're getting it right, not realizing that the solution to this very problem we are experiencing is going to be better than the initial idea. Ideas are just like vines, right? Like it's a seed and it can grow anywhere, and we are unaware of where I actually love having an idea and then the end result sometimes being completely different because you had to submit to the process and go on the journey. And that's why we do what we do. It's a journey. The destination is in every step. We like to get lost in it. It's a meditation. We get into a flow state, right? This is why we do it. We enjoy it, never lose it. Society, social media, Instagram, all these platforms, they're trying to rob you of your like curiosity, your excitement, get you married to the algorithm. But no. We revolutionary over here. We're going to do things a little bit different, right? We're going to harvest ourselves. We're going to protect our creative essence, and we're going to broadcast it to the world. And that's how we heal the world. And we illuminate. Understand? Say that. I illuminate my essence. When I create, I illuminate the world. I make it a better place. See yourself like that. Your creations in this world is not just like another creation. No, you are pouring into this planet. You could say you're raising the consciousness. You are inspiring others. What a beautiful part you play in humanity. On my phone, my actual wallpaper on my phone, I love to have like a good quote or something that inspires me. And I have an insert from one of my favorite books, the Gita. You see it there? You see it there? You see it there? See how my phone is so simple? No distractions, you understand? But it says, make your work your prayer, your worship. Make your work your meditation, your sadhana, by doing it properly. When you have such an attitude, it helps purify you, right? It purifies your creative energy, your essence. Then the result doesn't matter. You're not thinking about the views. You're not thinking if they're going to like it. You're not changing it because you're like, oh, this is too different. I must follow a trend. No, you're not. You don't have to worry about the results, because if you surrender to the Most High, He will take care of everything. Can you submit into the process? See your work as a form of worship, as a meditation, and not think about the results, the outcome, not muddy up your process, and just allow that purity to go into it. And then after, you figure it out. A lot of times we don't do that, and we poison our soil. You know, I see content creation as a tool for spiritual growth and a personal development tool. Like, I've learned about myself. I've raised my confidence. I've seen my comedic side when I'm editing that I didn't know that I had. I've learned to like align myself with my values. I've learned when I fall off my values and how to serve something higher than myself and serve people, not just myself, all through the creative process. Just like any spiritual belief, I love it. You know, I approach content creation in a very mindful way, and I talk about this in my own course with our sponsor of the day, Skillshare. Listen, Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry pros across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. You know, getting our message out precise and aligned is key, and that's why I did create my own course to help others speak their truth and craft their message through their own unique lens. But I also like to tune into other experts for their unique takes and knowledge. There's a few classes I do recommend, like Revolutionary Self-Care. This is a beautiful class to help you nurture, embrace, and grow your authentic self. And another class that I love is Sorel Amour's Build an Authentic Channel That Is Worth the Follow. With over 59,000 students, this class is a must-watch. And if you need a guide map, check out Learning Pass. Learning Pass are hand-picked classes meant to be taken in order that build on one another, reinforcing lessons, and they are available in a range of experience levels and a variety of categories. And for the dreamers out there, I recommend Craft Your Dream Career Path. This learning path will help you get inspired and help you brainstorm your perfect creative lane. So let me hook you up so you can instill some healthy habits into your process. The first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial on Skillshare. Our next thought and habit that is not conducive to the process is believing a certain mood or state is necessary to work. Sometimes our emotions get in the way when we're supposed to journey right through them. Sometimes we allow how we feel to get in the way, not realizing if we go and make the thing we want to make, it would put us into the mood that we wish we already had. So many times I was in like a rut and I didn't feel creative. And let's say I'll go on live stream, 30% into the process, boom, full of energy. You understand? Energy is energy, and we have the ability to transmute it, right? Breathe it in, breathe it out. You know, you can put a breakup into a song, a realization into poetry, frustration into a product that solves a problem. Energy is energy. Use it and transform it, transmute it. You know, I remember I saw a clip of Bobby McFerrin, and he said one time he was so sick on tour that he didn't think he was going to be able to perform one night, but he decided to go out there anyways, and something magical happened. 30% into the process, he felt healed. The music gave him the energy, the performance. You understand? This is why I always say that our highest form of nutrition is in our expression. It's literally food for the soul as food and water is for the body. You are a creative individual. Express yourself for nourishment, not just for reward, but it's food. You're not doing it just to get something. You're doing it to pour into yourself. You understand? You're receiving something from it. A lot of times we think creating, we're just outputting. No, you are receiving, you are nourishing yourself, you understand? So you gotta prioritize and commit to making things, or else days, weeks, months, and years can go by. It's happened to me before, where months and months will go by and I don't feel good. I'm still making money in business and doing other things, you know, seeing family and all those things, but something's not right. And then I go and make something and I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't expressing myself with the highest form of nutrition, which is our expression, you know, our creativity. Okay, let's get back. Another thought and habit not conducive to our work is, some of you need this one, a lack of patience. Listen, we have to see the destination in every step, right? I know it's cliche, enjoy the journey and the process, but sometimes the most cliche things are the most beautiful and truest things, you know? Ask yourself a simple question. If it took me 10 to 15 years to get to where I want to be, would I still do it? If the answer is yes, continue. If the answer is no, then maybe you gotta pivot, you understand? A lack of patience means we will be in a rush, but you bloom with care, not speed. And when we're in a rush, we sacrifice our work, then we're not proud of it, so we have less confidence and it decreases, and now it's a cycle that we're in. On my journey, there were so many moments where I felt like quitting and I felt like people just didn't understand what I was doing, but I said to myself, how do you explain something that's never been done before? Like truly, the things that you want to do has never been done before in the exact way that you will do it. So sometimes they are not judging your heart, but just what they can see, your lack of execution. You know, you have to bring things into fruition and then people will be like, they cannot see what is in your mind and in your heart. So if you're feeling that like, that frustration that you haven't got the rewards, you're not getting the support and you're down and out, like, listen, that's the journey. And those seasons, those days, those weeks, those months, those years, those season you. Those prepare you for when you are in position. And trust me, it's gonna weather you and mold you in a different way. You're gonna be ready for any single opportunity.
It's gonna get hard, it's gonna get tough, and you're gonna feel like you can't make it. But those are the moments that are gonna show you if you're really built for what you're dreaming for, you know? And if you're hungry enough, if you want it enough, if you're really gonna put in the work, you can get there.
To get through that patience hurdle, because listen, it's like a human struggle we all go through. But I do recommend meditation. You know, breathe into that process, implement meditation into your day, and you will find that you have a sound mind, and a sound mind is a powerful mind. It's a calm mind. It's a still mind. It's a creative mind. It's a patient mind.
Meditation for me is more like being present. I'm not trying to think anything. I'm not praying about anything. I'm just still observing. So if my mind is racing, and it might be nerves, or it might be there's a bill due, or it might be this is happening in the family, I'm noticing it, and I'm trying to
let it go.
Let it go, but also not fight it. Bring my attention back to like my breathing, something that's currently happening.
I love deep breathing to the point I make guided breathing practices to support you in our own community space. We're gonna do a 3-minute breathing practice, just me and you. I truly believe sometimes all we need is a little bit of support, accountability, and an experience to instill a new habit and enjoy ourselves. But also, I think when we're developing new habits, we should get in our journal and identify the ones that are holding us back and deconstruct those. So I recommend, again, get in that journal. You understand? I got my remarkable here. I love it. And reflect everything that we've talked about today and write down the negative patterns that you have found yourself in, and then the solutions and how you're gonna fix it. See yourself as somebody that can transcend anything that you're experiencing, and you write that down, you see it, and when you show and prove it, you raise your confidence, right? But I think these habits we talked about today, you know, if we can address these and, you know, move with grace, my friend, you're gonna illuminate this world with so many beautiful creations. I'll see you soon, okay?